Welcome to Faith, Freedom, and Tech Bites, our Saturday 15-minute dive into tech for non technical folks. I'm Scott Houghton, DevSecOps engineer, cloud architect, Navy vet, and a flawed Christian, using AI to multiply impact without compromising my values. Today, we're unmasking LLMs, what they really are, but they're definitely not. Comparing the five I use daily: Claude from Anthropic, ChatGPT from OpenAI, Grok from XAI, Gemini from Google, and Microsoft's Copilot, including Copilot. Let's cut through the hype. What LLMs actually are. First off, what is an LLM? An LLM is a large language model. Think of it as the world's most advanced autocomplete. These AI systems are trained on billions of words from books, websites, and articles, learning from patterns in language. When you type something, they predict what should come next, word by word. It's not magic, it's math and statistics at massive scale. Here's what matters: these are pattern matching machines that can write emails, summarize reports, brainstorm ideas, review code for security flaws, generate threat models. In DevSecOps, I use them daily. But remember, they're tools, not replacements. The brutal truth: AI won't replace people, but people using AI will absolutely replace those who don't. This isn't just tech jobs. Teachers using it for lesson plans, marketers for content, pastors for sermon research. It's a force multiplier that frees up time for what matters: faith, family, and freedom. What LLMs are not: they're not conscious, no soul, no real understanding, just clever pattern matching. They hallucinate, confidently state things that aren't remotely true. They carry bias from their training data, which often leans left. As conservatives and Christians, we need to verify outputs and apply our own ethics. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 27 says, "Prepare your work outside, get everything ready for yourself in the field. And after that, build your house." LLMs help with that preparation. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 15 through 16 calls us to make the best of the time. That's exactly what these tools enable. Let me break down what I actually use and why, with transparency on capabilities and limitations. Claude from Anthropic. The new Claude Opus 4.1 model is great. Now, I use the one that's a bit more expensive than most, but I do this professionally. I use the Max plan. It's my workhorse for thoughtful analysis and coding. It's designed with safety in mind, more ethical guardrails, excellent for long form analysis, complex reasoning, client consultations where ethics matter. It's got the best context window. You can paste an entire document. Claude Code makes it even better for phenomenal development work. Outstanding, really. Strengths: deep reasoning, admits uncertainty, less hallucinations, but they're still there. Weaknesses: sometimes overly cautious, a little slower to respond. Sometimes it over engineers. ChatGPT from OpenAI, specifically the GTP5 model. Once again, an outstanding model. They've come a long ways here. And once again, I use the ridiculously expensive version because I need it. ChatGPT 5 is really versatile all around. It's a codex model, which, just like Claude Code, is outstanding at coding. It's great for creative tasks, quick outlines, multiple approaches to problems. And the voice feature, it's a game changer for me, especially. I'm a bit, how we say, neurodivergent, and I have some hardcore ADHD. And I use the voice chats to structure my thoughts, workshop ideas over dozens of conversations. So the strengths: fast, user friendly, multimodal with Dolly. Weaknesses: it can be verbose and needs careful prompting. Grok from XAI. I get an X Premium subscription through my X account. This is Elon's truth seeking AI. It's got real time access to X, much less censored, which I appreciate as a conservative. No woke filter on controversial topics. It's perfect for real time fact finding, searching the X ecosystem, analyzing current events. I've debated getting what they call their heavy plan, where you can run multiple Grok 4 experts. It's pretty cool, but once again, it's a heavy price, and I've already got two heavy ones, and I don't see any reason for another. So the strengths of XAI's: Grok, witty, honest, real-time data. Weaknesses: it's a bit newer, smaller knowledge base, but it's improving fast. Gemini from Google, the multi-model powerhouse. Handles text, images, PDFs, video, seamlessly integrates with Google Workspace. I specifically use it for evaluating and writing descriptions for my TikTok podcast clips and my reels. It's great at video content analysis. But it's also great for cloud architecture diagrams and can be used for a lot of things. Claude won my heart first, and Grok is definitely the one I use for research. So the strengths of Gemini: Google ecosystem integration, visual capabilities. Weaknesses: well, it's Google. So some privacy concerns there. Microsoft Copilot for Business, the enterprise workhorse for Office integration. Just a note, Microsoft Copilot has a personal version, a business version, and they own GitHub, but GitHub Copilot, completely different. We use that for coding. I can do an entire podcast on that if anyone's interested. My AI coding process, I've written a number of Medium articles on this for anybody who wants to check it out. scottwhoughton.medium.com. So the strengths of Microsoft Copilot for Business is enterprise ready productivity boost. It fits in the entire Microsoft ecosystem. It can produce PowerPoints, a Word doc. It can do some really cool shit. The weaknesses: of course, you're locked into the Microsoft ecosystem. A lot of people not big fans of the vendor lock-in. So practical integration and ethics. As professionals, we integrate AI into everything: client projects, podcasts, strategy development. It's a tax deductible business infrastructure for me. But you don't need to start at this level. Start with the free tiers. Learn prompt engineering. I can't stress that enough. Prompt engineering, it's just giving clear, specific instructions in a way the AI understands best. Do an entire nugget on that if anyone's interested. For me, as someone who's neurodivergent with ADHD, the voice features are transformative. I workshop ideas across dozens of conversation over days and weeks and then compile them. It helps me get this podcast planned. It's got a book I'm working on that would help me really structure my ideas. AI democratizing knowledge like the internet did. But with great knowledge comes great responsibility. Ethical AI isn't about corporate virtue signaling. It's about using these tools to amplify God given talents while maintaining human judgment. We steer towards truth, verify outputs, apply our moral framework. These ethics come from us, not the machine. So, some quick implementation tips. Be specific. Say something like, explain DevSecOps to a small business owner. That's going to beat out, tell me about security every time. You got to be very specific with how you want to do these things. I would even go farther. You really want to put these things in a mindset. So, say you are an expert in AI. Now, explain AI to me as a small business owner and how it can benefit my small business. That is a clear, concise prompt that puts the AI in the correct mind state, that it's an expert at AI, but also explains how it should explain it to you so it hits the most. And that's all really prompt engineering is. The reality check. This is the 1995 when the internet was released, 2007 with smartphones. This is the inflection point. People are figuring it out. AI will have massive advantages for the next decade. I've been in tech since I was 11. This isn't hype. It's a fundamental shift. And there'll be periods of hype. Some things won't stick. Plenty of companies will have failed AI projects. That's just par for the course. But every meeting, every project, every problem, AI is part of my workflow. Not replacing thinking, but amplifying capability. And yes, from a faith perspective, there are questions. Are we building our own Tower of Babel? I don't have all the answers, but hiding from technology isn't the solution. We need conservatives and Christians who understand this, shape it ethically, ensure responsible use. So start today. Pick Claude or ChatGPT or Grok. Grab the free tier. Use it daily for a week. Emails, explanations, brainstorming. Get comfortable because in 5 years, not knowing AI will be like not knowing how to send an email. LLMs are powerful pattern matchers that multiply your potential. They're not alive, they're not perfect, but integrated ethically, they honor our call to be wise stewards. Pick one or two to try this week. Claude for depth, ChatGPT for versatility, Grok for truth and research, Gemini for visuals, Copilot at work. I bet you if you ask your company, they'll probably give you access to it. If they don't, they should. Next Saturday's Tech Bites, we're going to be explaining cloud computing basics, what it means to your business, and what it actually means. A lot of people ask me about what AWS, Azure, and GCP are. People love to say the cloud is just someone else's computer. And it is, but it is so much more. Cloud native design is its whole thing. But we'll get into that next week. Until then, this is Scott Houghton. Keep building, keep believing, and integrate AI wisely. This is Faith, Freedom, and Tech, where code meets conviction. I'll see you next time.